and then Zetterburn is just always going to be in.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see who's got the buttons as we get into game number 1, Loafin versus Blazikin, and we're starting on the port.
Yeah, I feel like this stage is decent for both characters. I honestly like it a little bit more for Zetterburn because you have so much space to use your superior speed. However, those large side blast zones do mean it's going to be a bit easier for Ranno to shut down Zetterburn's recoveries.
Absolutely. The forward air off stage is going to be a menace to watch out for if you are Blazikin. Meanwhile, I do like this stage as well for Loafin in the case of if this Ranno is bubble heavy, you can really create sort of a locked off space of the stage by making sure your bubble is just right there, forcing Blazikin in where you want him.
We'll have to see how that ends up working out. I will say it's pretty even at the moment. A bit of an early lead for Blazikin. Really living up to the namesake with his character selection, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. The shines and there's fire everywhere.
Yeah, we just like fire characters. Keep it easy. What character are you to play in this game? I don't know. Which one has fire?
Zetterburn's got fire. Boom, easy, got it.
Ooh, an early stock there. I would have expected some sort of bubble recovery there. You were talking about that. Maybe that answers the question. Maybe not a bubble-heavy Ranno.
Yeah, if not a bubble-heavy Ranno, then I feel like Blazikin's going to just be eating a full meal here. But right now, Loafin kind of shutting my mouth here is keeping the advantage state going.
You got to finish your food, though. That is something that Ranno can struggle with. If you don't get the kills at the right kill confirm percents, there you go. It's bubble time, gets it with the up strong. It doesn't matter what percent you are. But to go on with that, if you do get to those 130s, those 140s, you can see Ranno really struggle because things like down tilt just lead to nothing.
Exactly, and that's the case. And you get in that pseudo-marthritis state where you just end up fishing too much, and then boom, a character like Zetterburn, if you're caught fishing and caught whiffing, it's good night for your stuff.
We are not seeing any walling or any needle pressure coming out from Loafin either. Very aggressive, and that is something that I've seen as Zetter counterplay. Sometimes you feel like, I don't want to deal with him in neutral. I don't want to give him the opportunity to have a chance to win and get in. So I am going to press my advantage, and you just kind of hope you get it right at that point.
Yeah, it's all about who's got the better buttons, who has the buttons under their fingers in order to, win these exchanges, win these challenges. But right now, it's been all 666 Blazikin with another F strong from center stage. Bring Loafin to his last stock in game number 1.
We see those back airs starting to wall, but you're at too low of a percent for that to be super plus, making it difficult for Loafin to hold the advantage. Does so anyway, though, and a great call out and some not so great DI. That's going to catch you slipping. It's a good mix-up that he's got in the back pocket.
Yeah, it's caught slipping and another stock gone, and the rain is a fallen as we're seeing Blazikin start off strong here with a lot of pressure on shield and getting that damage over time on Loafin.
Yeah, there's that up air strain. Even on this stage, those platforms may be a little bit higher, but he's easily got the hops to do it. Let's see, though, as this scramble starts to break up, I feel like Loafin's kind of come back into this.
Yes. Oh, but that's a big parry to turn the tide in Blazikin's favor. Able to make it back to center stage, still controlling it. 72-37, and with a back air. Whoa, that's rough. Gatling connects, but not enough to do it off the top as Loafin survives for a little bit longer.
That's something we didn't talk about on this stage, right? It's a relatively high top blast zone, which is going to help Ranno, I think, a little bit more than Zetterburn, because usually his up strongs are going to kill at any percent he gets you, whereas Zetter, not so much. It really depends on whether you're at that critical window of about 100 as Ranno.
And right now, okay, strong to send off stage, sort of reset. Now we're starting to see more of those needle play as we get 2 stacks, but all the roses are going to go in the dirt.
That's tough. But good stuff to Blazikin. Able to take game number 1 there. Had a good start, managed to close it out, but I am not counting out Loafin after how that went. Looked so comfortable in that second and third stock. Just had a little bit too much to come back from, I feel like.
Exactly, folks. It's still 10. It's not even 10:10 in the morning. Folks are still waking up, getting their hands warm. I think with, as the set develops, Loafin will get that comfort level back up, and we can really see what the Frog is capable of with Loafin behind the sticks.
We are going to Julesvale for game number 2, and I think this speaks a little bit to what we were talking about at the beginning of the last game. Having a smaller stage makes it harder for Blazikin to use that superior ground speed. Another aspect is sometimes when that platform does sit in just the right place, it gives Ranno a lot of mobility options that he doesn't normally have.
And we're seeing right now more of those at least some of those extended combo strings from the up airs we're not seeing very much from the first game, because now Blaziken pushing Loafin up to that top platform and just keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get your strong hit there, but what are you going to do? Takes the damage he's dealt. A good 81 to start this out, and the sweet spot on the forward air is going to put you in a really tough spot. Unfortunately, a little bit too low to get the bubble recovery. That has been so tough for Loafin.
But hey, the last game we didn't even see like really many attempts, but now it's starting to come out. So, you know, one little missed bubble recovery, not going to be the end of things. What matters is that you clean it up as the set goes on.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to be so confident. Great catch, and here's some cheering from the crowd on that one. My man's got supporters in the building.
It's early on, but you know, some hot rivals to start the day will get the people waking up in a hurry.
By the way, for the person asking in the chat and anybody else following along, Keikastal and Rangunshu won doubles yesterday. They had a crazy 6-0 in grand finals. Really exciting to see coming from losers, but that is not what is going on right now. What is going on is Loafin is holding this advantage state. Blaziken tried to tech, I think, and was a little bit too high, accidentally air dodged in Loafin's face, and you are paying for it.
Yeah, this is what we've been wanting to see out of Loafin for majority of the game, this walling out and keeping Zetterburn off stage in disadvantage. Finally now Blaziken gets a little reprieve, but these back airs from Loafin are doing a lot of heavy lifting as this set goes on. It seems to be one of his main combo openers, and one main starters is the forward air is going to connect, but not enough for a boost or purpose bar.
This is such a strong win condition for Ranno to have. You had 4 stacks of poison, you had the percent lead, and that puts so much pressure on Blaziken to make something happen. Because sure, you've got 6 minutes on the clock, but eventually you have to find a way to claw this back, so you can't hang back too much. And that is where Ranno really starts to get that walling game that you're talking about.
Exactly, and another excellent parry coming out from Blaziken, a twofer, and
his hand is like pumping his fist in the player cam when he gets parried.
At first you don't succeed, try again, and in the second time does it to bring us to last stock for these two in a big game 2 where Blaziken takes this. He can move on in the tournament. Loafin needs this to force a game 3.
And this juggle is getting started. The Ranno up air juggle is so oppressive against Zetter. He doesn't have a lot of options to deal with that. His down air isn't super fast, so he kind of just has to hope that he can fast fall past you when you whiff one of those times. And unfortunately, 115. It's getting down to the wire.
Yeah, and still climbing as there's a down smash at ledge. He gets it, and Loafin forcing a game 3.
Loafin's so animated. I like this guy. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Nod that head. You earned it. Let's go.
Fire up. Let's go. Lock in, buddy. You got this. This is going to be... Oh.
Man, it's fitted as well.
What a great way to start the day, Lentini.
Yeah, for real. Round 1, and we've already got a game number 3. So exciting to see such good play on display already. We are banning Fire Capital. We're probably going to ban another big stage, but let's see where we end up. Oh, actually, interesting. Chose to ban Forest. Maybe because of the really small blast zones.
But then you end up going to Tempest, where it's really just a Thunderdome, a small, very small stage. There's going to be a lot of active hitboxes for these players.
I disagree with this stage pick.
I do
be honest. I think that Zetter does better on a bigger stage with smaller blast zones, and I also think that vertical camping with needles for Ranno is really strong on this stage. I
think going to the stage as Zetter shows that you're putting a lot of confidence in your ability to press a lot of buttons fast in order to keep that advantage going on to Loafin. But that's something that we've only seen in bits and pieces from Blaziken so far this set, and I don't know if he has it in him to really keep that up for a whole game.
It is a risk reward. You're absolutely right. If you can get that scramble going. However, Loafin has been the one who has been more dominant in these ledge trap scenarios, and there are so many more of them on this stage because it's so small.
Exactly. And that's more just questions for the stage selection, but it's something that Blaziken's going to have to live with as still 102 on the frog, down smash at ledge. Anything you can do, I can answer right on back.
With slightly better frame data at that.
Exactly.
Goes for a down strong in neutral there. That was a risky call out from Blaziken. really, I think, feeling the pressure, feeling like he needs to get the damage early, and the result is that loafin is the one who gets it. One punish off of a single overzealous strong, and you're at 83%.
Yeah, it's so much of that was just from Ranno up air, and Blaziken just had nothing he could do. He was just stuck in the frog blender that whole time. But now we're starting to see, he's got the advantage state, 88 to 57. Both players getting very close to kill percent here. Oh my gosh,
no.
That's a nasty angle, Lentini.
It's so grody. The DI just was not there. And that puts loafin, after losing the first game, fighting back on match point here. Can he find the kill, or can Blaziken find a way back into this? Misses the parry, gets away with it. Get up attack gets called out as well. We are back in this.
We're seeing now, with his back against the wall, we're seeing a lot more aggressive parries coming out from Blaziken. It worked a bit in the last game, but now I'm afraid that loafin might have them scouted out. Big up strong, but not enough to do it off the top. And how is loafin going to approach here? Back to center stage. Amazing down smash and ledge!
Okay, double dips, goes for the read on the up air, scared of the get-up attack there, but loafin did not give up the get-up attack. Such poise in this scenario. Can't get there for the up air, goes for the fire special instead. No dice, loafin still alive at 142.
It is the first set of the day, and they're pulling out all the
no.
stops, all the tricks. Down smash at ledge, fireball covers the recovery, and the Firefox lands again. Center stage here, the percent keeps climbing. Aggressive upstrung, reverse hit, forward air, and now we have last stock between these two. Oh, but an aggressive parry. Is this the end for Blaziken? He still survives.
Missed the ledge dash, but he's still alive. We are going to need a Zetter stock and a half right here. That's a good start, 42%, but this is not how you finish your plate. We need to get those vegetables down the goal at 56% versus 142, and a raw forward air in neutral is going to do it, taking the game with another dirty angle, with another missed DI scenario. You got caught holding in. And that's going to be it for your winner's side life.
My goodness gracious, Lentini. Loafin. What a last stock between those two. Going back and forth, I want to call attention to the incredible tech that Blaziken had on center stage, like with almost an OMSA tech that way, and still fighting tooth and nail, but eventually loafin was just too much.
We got a little scrambly there at the end as well. We saw some strongs coming out when they shouldn't have. We saw some missed ledge dashes, some fumbles on the techs, on the missed tech punishes. So much pressure in these round one pools with players who maybe aren't as familiar with, as comfortable with being on the big stage. You know, I was talking to someone yesterday. It was really interesting. Their challenge with being on the stage wasn't even that there's the pressure of people watching them. It's being that high up, sitting in a chair where you can't see what's behind you.
Yeah.
Little things like that can really throw off your game, especially at 10 in the morning.
I would equate it to baseball outfielders not knowing where the back fence is. It's like, okay, well, how close am I actually to the, because some people I know when they game, they'll kind of lean back in their chairs, or they'll be all over the place, forward, backwards.
You big leaner?
Oh, I'm a big leaner.
Big leaner?
I'm a big leaner. And, if some people might not know, okay, I haven't been on stage very often. Where is the edge of the stage?
Exactly.
So if I pop off, I don't want to fall off.
You see the chair go flying into the crowd. Yeah, so many things to think about there, but exciting to see that match. And man, we've already got our next set coming up. It's KDS and Crate, I believe that is.
Yeah, KD8 and Crate.
Oh, KD8. Man, I need glasses, I guess. All right.
Oh, it's an odd angle. I don't blame you.
And thank you all for joining us here at Riptide 2025. For anybody who's been thinking about coming out to this event, as a first-time goer myself, I've got to say it has been absolutely fantastic. The water park is so sick. The event itself is so sick. It's being run so well. And, dude, I am so excited for the water park party tonight.
Oh, my gosh. You're in for something. So as somebody who's been – this is my fourth Riptide.
Ooh,
I've been going
tell me the deets.
I've been going to this every year since post-COVID, and it's always been, in a sense, it's always been a major, but it's always been the Smash Platform Fighters group vacation in a way. With that water park thing, you're going to see it tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last year, I saw HBox. Who was he teaching how to swim?
Oh, no.
HBox was teaching somebody how to skip. Ultimate player, I think it was Skibbity. No, not Skibbity Blockenheimer. A Steve player.
Of course it was a Steve player. They're too young to know how to swim.
Teaching him to swim, and it was a lot of fun. HBox also got baptized in the hot tub by a couple players from the Ohio scene. We have fun here. It's a great time. It's an incredible venue. It's run fantastically from start to finish. We got so much going on here beyond what you see in this room, folks.
Oh, the food.
The food is fantastic.
Oh my goodness.